I'm going to show you how I added a screen to the heater box inlet. So the common thing that guys do is they cut a hole in their heater box for a clean out. And I've done that, but because I did the cab swap, I've decided that that's not going to be enough. I decided to add another side quest to the main quest, which is to put this screen, which I know it's probably hard to see in the video, but this is some stainless steel black, I don't know if it's nylon coated or just painted black. I'm going to drill holes. I did some basic layout, a 1/2 inch all the way around, and I'm gonna drill holes at the 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm gonna lay this out and put rivets through it. So what I did next is I measured from the upper line to the lower line, which is 8.5 inches, and I wanted 4 on each side, so I divided that by 4. So that gave me 2 1/8. Because 1/2 inch divided by 4 is an 1/8. So I used the level as a straight edge. I didn't use it as a level, I used it as a straight edge to measure from the bottom to my line and get it about the same, and then use my punch to line up to where it needs to be, trying to keep in mind that my punch also needs to be level, and I need to be paying attention to what I'm videoing. But I got all these vertical punches made. Alright, so I measured it out. It's dead nuts 5 inches, because I cut the first inch so I could line that up really nice. It's dead nuts 5 inches apart. So 5 divided by 4. Alright, so I measured it, I cut the inch, and by cutting the inch I mean that I lined up the 1 inch on my mark. So I end up with 6. So then I'll have to remove that inch, which brings us down to 5. Dead nuts on 5 inches apart. So pretty good for eyeballing it. So 5 divided by 4 is 1 1/4 inches, so I need to come over 1 1/4 inches and come over 1 1/4 inches. Alright, so I got all my marks for my holes. Now I just got to drill them out. Alright, so I got the neodymium magnet here. So I'm going to drill these 2 smaller holes and this top one. And then I'll move the magnet. I'll put the rivets through here to keep it aligned. I'll move the magnet and drill this last hole. Where these pinch welds are, there's a lip. So I did 9.5 inches. So it's going to clear that lip. And then there's also another lip here with these pinch welds. There's another piece of metal. This inner skin is welded to the cab corner. That's the front cab corner. So we drill these out. I'll get this drilled out and then I'll work on these 2. Alright, so I do have welding finger grips. You can call them welding clamps or vice grips or whatnot. I didn't really feel like going and hunting them down. I'm not sure where exactly they are. So I just use this hammer to hold the back on there so that I can get it drilled out. Alright, so it didn't turn out as nice as I had hoped, but I did decide to do the aluminum over the top. The first one went in really nice. I laid out the holes really nice. The second one, which is this vertical strip on the right, was almost perfect. The third one, which has 3 rivets, 2 of the 3 holes I was able to line up just by measuring it out. One of them I re-drilled. Then the last one I ended up adding a couple more, well, 1 more rivet to it. I was starting to get frustrated towards the end because of the angle that I'm sitting at. Because I'm on this side, I have to twist my back, and so my back is starting to hurt pretty bad. So I said, well, it's kind of to the point where it's just get it done. So she's in there, and then I just got to clean up all these little rivets, the little screen wire, which you probably can't see, that I cut. I took a razor knife and just scored that and then pulled it off. If I was to do this again, what I would do is just do 4 corners, and then once I have those 4 corners, start those holes first, and then these other ones just lay it out, or even drill the holes in the trim first and then lay the trim on top and then drill through. But I didn't do it that way, so I mean, that's, you know, learning process. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a screen there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, so that should keep mice and leaves out.